Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here on stream again and we are en route to Hong Kong Kai Tak. A few things that I should probably let you guys know and tell you about a little bit. We haven't quite made it to Bangkok or Johannesburg for that matter. We started off yesterday with two legs. We did the Rio to Sao Paulo, picked up a few passengers, and then we headed on to Joburg. We're using the extended simulations here for TFDI's MD-11, and what happened, unfortunately, was we faced a cargo fire. And part of the things you need to do with a cargo fire is actually get her down on the ground pretty soon, which we did successfully. And in the lead up of preparing for that, we accidentally also managed to open the bulk cargo door. You see the iPad here was stuck on services. Yeah, you say that now, but I had left with this page on and I accidentally opened the bulk cargo. Hey, that's actually a pretty good thing to maybe tell TFDI, hey, this actually works even in flight. So we managed to open the bulk cargo door, which had a depressurization, and then we ended up arriving into Cape Town, which was nice in its own right. And now we are on our way. Well, we've resumed the trip. We haven't departed Cape Town or Joburg. Instead, we decided we're going to pick up from where things might have gone well. So that was Hong Kong, from Bangkok to Hong Kong. So that's where we are now. We're cruising. There's no ETE because, to be fair, I don't think they're aware of the Kai Tak airport. So I think that's probably what's confusing. I think that's what's confusing my tracking a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't quite understand. That's it. So we're gonna have to, we'll see what we can do. Hold on a sec. Perfect. Well, let me brief you on what's happening. We're just about to get into Hong Kong. So Hong Kong, as you all know, can be, well, it's fun in its own right, but today we're discussing Hong Kong specifically with the Hong Kong Kai Tak airport in mind. Let me see if my iPad shows up. It does. So I've pulled out some charts here from IBEO. Excuse me. Oh, it turns out I haven't. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me show that to you then. On a different source. Yep, that's the source. Hold on a sec, folks. Apologize. Good. So here is the situation as it is. We're in contact with Sanya, and we've just entered Sanya control about I want to say about 7 minutes ago. Very soon we'll be in Ikela, and from Ikela Idosi we're going to its Charlie Hotel. That's important because here we have charts for Hong Kong. You know what, I think let's use normal charts here. So we got charts for Hong Kong. This is specifically the arrival chart that we intend to fly. It's a star for runway 13. Good. We are flying in from Idosi, and then we'll end up at Chong Chou, and then from Chong Chou we'll start the IGS.
Hong Kong radar 127.1, 127.1 Midland Airlines, 4-hour day.
Alright, so that's going to happen in a little bit. I don't think I've managed to set things up correctly. So my headsets don't seem to work. So now it's going to pick up what my mic says. So I'm going to be pausing every time air traffic control has something to say. Good, so Idosi arrival for IGS runway 13. That's what we're planning for. I'm just going to go ahead and set it up. Kai Tak, star, IGS 13, Idosi 13 arrival. Min prof. So that's how far the profile is going to take you, and as in the VNAV that the aircraft generates is going to take you. And I'm looking at my charts here, the ones I just shown you real quick. The IGS runway 13, it might be wise to have it take me all the way down to the minimums, which I see here, 675. Yeah, so 675, that's with the glide path as well. 680 where it's localized only. Honestly, I was just going to round it up to 680 anyway. So we'll say that, hey, you need to take me down to 680 feet. Good, and we'll insert that into the plate. Sorry, we'll insert that into the FMC, and we'll delete Charlie Hotel, and all of that comes through. With this here, the new top of descent is 11:09, which is about 15 minutes down. So based on, well, I had done one arrival into Hong Kong Kai Tak already. It was actually my first flight on the MD-11 in FS 2024. Was it a smart idea? Absolutely not, because we clattered it into Kai Tak. And having had some more time with the aircraft, I think I've come to the conclusion that the aircraft works best when it's not needing a lot of additional power. So previously what I had done was I used flaps 50, which is the highest flap setting you can get, and unfortunately with that high bank turn into Kai Tak, that proved to be a little bit too much. So when the speed dropped, I was almost full power, unable to really roll out of the turn because then I would miss the runway. So it's a lot of drag is basically what I'm saying. What I'd like to do in this case is to continue with the flaps 35 landing. The trade-off you can see here. With a flaps 40 landing, flaps 35 landing is we have V approach at 157, about 160. Whereas if you did a flaps 50 landing, you lose only about 5 knots. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep that 5 knots. I don't think I really need all the additional drag for flaps 50. So I'm going to keep flaps 35, a little bit less drag from the flaps, which gives me a little bit more power to play with, additional power to play with, if required. There's a step climb here for level 370, which we're going to ignore. We're going to stay at 3.5. And that was Strat 1. Obviously you are all familiar with Hong Kong Kai Tak. If not, we're going to go, I'm just going to go in, I'll prep this plate again very quickly so we can see the challenge that it is. Super, let's bring you back. Alright, Hong Kong Kai Tak. We are going to start off here at Idosi, which is, as you can see, it's all still conventional navigation. It's on radial 205, about 210 miles from Charlie Hotel. And we'll go all the way forward. Maximum is going to be minimum is going to be flight level 150 until Charlie. That's about 60 miles from the Chongzhou VOR, and there's a hold available there with 10-mile legs at flight level 150. There's a note. What's note 3? Max 250, 280 knots, or Mach 0.8, whichever is less, and when approved by ATC. Okay, well, let's see. We're gonna go there. I expect maybe a little bit of holding. These Hong Kong events tend to be very, well, it's interesting for everybody, isn't it? Everyone likes to relive Kai Tak, so it can get a bit busy. So we've got fuel. I think I've bought on today's flight additional fuel. I think it was about 40 minutes of fuel. ATC fuel, yeah, 40 minutes of fuel, and we're tankering 1 hour 56. So essentially we were expecting to tanker fuel back from Kai Tak to Bangkok. So that's about 196, about an hour and a half of fuel, which is plenty of depth for the plan to change. The alternate is Guangzhou, but we're trying not to go there. We'll shoot one approach into Kai Tak, see if they can't accommodate another one. And if they can, we'll go back one more time before we bugger off. I think 2 approaches is good enough. Great, from Charlie it's 60 miles to Chongzhou. There's another hold available there, so we can expect 1, 2, Based on the flow of traffic, we'll probably be using a lot of vertical speed on this arrival until we get to Changzhou. From Changzhou, we have all the fun starting. This is the IGS approach for runway 13 at Kai Tak. From Changzhou, we're going to fly outbound radial 270 for 7 miles until waypoint Golf, which is 7 miles away. And we need to be above 6,000 there with a maximum speed of 210. If we're above 180 knots, we'll turn right to a heading of 045 and then intercept. If we're below 180 knots, we'll go first to the Sierra Lima VOR and then heading 045. It's just to help you. This is basically just so that you don't undershoot the turn on your. So you don't undershoot the turn and go into the terrain here. That's full 1. Platform altitude is full 5. You see, so if you had a high rate of descent while you're making that turn, this could generate possibly a GPWS caution. Max 180 at 15 miles away. We'll do it all the way until 10 miles. This is a Hong Kong Disneyland here, which is a no-fly zone. Final approach course all the way down. It'll be track 088, and then the runway itself is at 136, so that's where that angle, that turn comes in. 3 degrees, we're going down to minimum 680, required 3.2 kilometers. The rate of descent with 3.0 is about, this is what we're looking at, about 850 foot per minute. Familiar with the runway, there's a large displace threshold for us to sort of get our wings level and then touch down. We'll land with auto brakes medium, full reverse. I've tried to work out the reverses strategy from the last stream itself, but I'm not really sure I've been successful. So those reverses might not come out, or at least one of the two won't come out. Is what I can expect, but I'm trying to fix it. So let's see. That's the offset, of course, 48 degrees from runway 13. Missed approach. We fly straight out on radial and heading 136. To intercept radial 316 from Tango Hotel, and then we join the Tatong Point, holding at Tatong Point at 4,500 feet, which is going to be set. And then from there we might get reclave the arrival or something. That's the plan. Hong Kong ATIS is out. Let's take a look.
VARIG 8 down, the Hong Kong radar 127.1, bye-bye.
Hong Kong 125.1, VARIG 828, goodbye. Alright, here starts the fun.
Negative 127.1.
Sorry, 127.1, VARIG 828 heavy, goodbye. Arrival runway 13, departure runway 13, 160 at 12, that's good, so the wind is slightly crossed, not too much. Visibility is greater than 10 kilometers, few clouds at 22, temperature 22, QNH 1010. It's information, Mike. 1271 for Hong Kong. Alright, so since you all know the plan now, and you have an idea on what's going on, I am just going to go ahead and fly it, so feel free to watch that flying bit there. So let's say hello to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, good evening, VARIG 828 heavy, flight level 350 at Kela. Victor Romeo Golf, VARIG 828 heavy.
VARIG 828, Hong Kong radar, hello.
Well, it's retro, isn't it? VARIG into Hong Kong. Alright, so speaking of retro, a lot of things go on for the retro. We are going to go ahead to Nav8 and set the VORs that we need. Chongzhou VOR is prominent for us today. 1123, it's part of the arrival in as well, which was on radial, it was on radial 205, the opposite is going to be course 025. So /025. That's the course into the Chongzhou VOR. The other one we need once again is still the Chongzhou VOR, but this time we need the outbound from when we finish the hold and we go. Clear Didosi 13 arrival, maintain level 350, VARIG 828 heavy. Then Chong Chow.
Cathay 73, Hong Kong radar, 5371.
Go 5371, Cathay 78.
Cathay 257, Echo, contact Hong Kong radar, 127.01. 127.1, Cathay 5
Hong Kong radar, Shenzhen Air 1, inbound, channel at flight level 190, scope 2 left.
Shenzhen Air 1, Hong Kong radar, squawk 5266.
Scope 5366, Shenzhen Air 1.
Cathay 73, identified, get passenger.
713 arrival, Cathay 738.
Cathay 73, descend now, level 280.
Descend now, level 280, Cathay 738.
So the missed approach is on radial 316, the opposite of which is going to be 136 course. Done. I'll set that up also for my colleague. Very nice. So the Idosi 1-3 arrival from Idosi towards the Charlie Hotel VOR. Charlie Hotel VOR, 203 miles. There we go, she's picked it up already. And let's see. You can see we're tracking slightly to the right there. Man, this aircraft has got a lot of cool toys. I really like it.
Shenzhen Air 1, Hong Kong radar.
Shenzhen 1 direct.
Shenzhen Air 1, identified, shift M1 3 arrival.
Clear platform 130, Shenzhen Air 1.
Shenzhen Air 1, speed 230 knots.
Speed 230 knots, Shenzhen Air 1.
Alright, so the frequencies are set. The last thing I need to set now is the minimums for the approach, which is 680. Good. Alright, this time we got a nice clean airplane. Everything is statistically good, and we're happy with how she's progressing. Having learned from my mistakes, I wonder if there's a way to maybe turn this off. No, I guess not. Oh, good, I can just put it on the charts page. There's nothing dangerous to touch there.
Convergence speed 230 knots.
On conversion 230 knots, Cathay 738.
I've gotten used to hearing the ATC with headsets, so now having no headsets is actually a little bit of a problem for me.
Shenzhen Air 1, turn right heading 230.
Turn right heading to 230, Shenzhen Air 1.
The GI nav shows that we're doing GPS IRS navigation at this time. You can see we're tuned in for course 025, whereas if I were to send it over to my colleague's side, the colleague is tuned for 270. So obviously we could fly this completely with raw data, which would be fun. Is that something anybody would like to see me do? Fly raw data at some time? That would be fun. But we need to find airports that still support good raw data. So the older.
When ready, tunnel 240, level by Maple, Vietnam 594.
Just making sure Charlie has that speed restriction. It does not. Speed 250 knots at Charlie, please. And I also require flight level 150 and above. Fantastic. That's there. Charlie 250 knot at or above flight level 250. Sorry, 150. I see some of the restrictions are in fact missing. Chongcho needs to be at 6,000 or above, as is Gulf. It's 8,000 here, 6,000. So what is the discrepancy? Again.
Heading 210, capital 3.
Honestly, I can't tell. So Charlie, flight level 150, 140 is next, and I have 6,000 at Chongcho, not 8,000. Ah, here it is. That's the com failed procedure. So I'm gonna go ahead and set 6,000 at Chongcho as well. Good, which puts Golf at 6,000 as well. And Sierra Lima has a speed restriction, or needs to have a speed restriction. Golf is max 210, Sierra Lima max no speed restriction, but I need to have it above 4,500 feet.
Okay, 730, 270. 74270,
Nice.
Hong Kong radar 127, 127.55. 127.55, KB 738.
Alright, we set up, folks, and the lights of Hong Kong are coming in.
Conversion 230 knots.
On conversion speed 230, Vietnam 594.
Hong Kong Air 17 messaging 190.
190, Shenzhen Air 1.
Shenzhen Air 1, contact Hong Kong radar 127.55.
Hong Kong radar 127.55, Shenzhen Air 1K.
Belong 574, contact Hong Kong radar 127.55.
127.55, Vietnam 594. Bye.
Tom.
Hong Kong VARIG 828 heavy, request descent.
Break 83, descent level 270.
Descend and maintain level 270, VARIG 828 heavy. Heading, flight level 270 is set. Profile
Break 83,
to
left heading 360.
left heading 360, VARIG 828 heavy. So heading 360 is set, and let's pull it again.
Ferry 828 on conversion speed 230 knots.
On conversion speed 230 knots, VARIG 828 heavy. In our case, we have already sort of converted. So let's go to an idle clamp descent. We'll open that up, switch to this.
Ferry 828 on conversion speed 230 knots.
On conversion speed 230 knots, VARIG 828 heavy. I need to sort out my audio issues. I'm not really sure what's going on with my with my headsets. So the reason why we went to 230 knots already is because we would have already converted over to the speed. So that's why we are now bringing her back to 230 knots. It's a good thing. Let's see if I can figure out how to put that in here so she knows that that's what we're descending at. 230 knots. Alright, she does know. So that's selected FMS speed, 230 knots. That means I can go back on profile as well. Which puts me well below the profile, I think. Or she's just gone to idle. Not entirely sure what the
Hong Kong radar level which one 3959 heavy from Tamil level 410.
Detroit 395 going to Hong Kong radar, squawk 5315.
Squawk 5315 transfer 3959.
Did he say Sunturk? Is Sunturk here as well now? I feel like everywhere I go there's Sunturk. Alright guys, as we get a bit lower, I'm gonna start maybe focusing a little bit more. So we're gonna go dark here.
Canto.
Direct Canto, VARIG 828 heavy. Canto, okay, was not expecting that.
Detroit 395 going to identify, clear. Mag Christmas clear, 10 watt 13 arrival.
Clear 10 with 13 arrival, transfer 3959.
Detroit 395 going to descend level 280.
Descend level 280, transfer 3959.
500 foot per minute.
Very good, contact Hong Kong radar 127.55.
127.55, VARIG 828. Goodbye, thank you. Alright, let's say hello to Hong Kong radar. Before I do that, let me get my correct ATIS information so he's not going to have to say it twice. The arrival ATIS is information Mike. Oh, I'm sorry, Hong Kong regular. It's Mike. Hong Kong arrival, good evening, VARIG 828 heavy, passing level 273 for 270, speed 230, MD-11 with Mike.
VARIG 828 Hong Kong radar, please not to follow 150 and hold at Canto, in Bangkok 048, right hand hold, 10
Continue descend level 150 and we'll hold at Canto. Inbound 048, right hand, and 10 mile legs. VARIG 828 heavy. Alright, well, we knew there were going to be some form of holds. So let's go ahead and do that. So the hold at Canto. So we pick it from the legs. A hold. It's going to be 048. 048 right turns, and it's going to be 10 mile legs at the hold. Let's insert that. Alright guys, so we're holding now. We knew this was going to happen.
Approach 1 base 1.
Approach 1 at this moment, 1K.
Hong Kong VARIG 828 heavy request speed 210 for the hold.
VARIG 88, speed your discretion.
Speed pilot's discretion VARIG 828, thank you. Okay, speed 210, that's going to be our clean speed, and we'll maintain that for the hold. No point. This is a situation where you hurry up and wait. So the hold has been, we do have a hold in Kanto. I'm just going to go and check. Is that 038? But oh, this is a standard hold in Hong Kong with the with the old, sorry, not the old, with the new airports. I think that's where that's going to be published. So Kanto is part of the Sierra arrivals. Kanto as well as a Kanto arrival, and the hold at Kanto is 048 as published, right? That's okay. So holding at the standard hold for Kanto, but if you were landing into the major Hong Kong airport, you can see a lot of lights there. It's quite busy. This island here that you can barely see is I forget its name, but they've got the big Buddha there, Hong Kong Disneyland over here, and the new Hong Kong airport out there. What we're interested in is Kai Tak, which is somewhere there. You can see there's someone on approach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really well lit day, and we're gonna hold until we have further clearance. In my opinion, after the hold here, we're gonna go to Idosi. And let's see if that's something I can, sorry, Idosi 30. Let me see if that's something we can set up. Yeah, so that's what I expect. Yeah, that's sort of the plan that I'm expecting to fly from Kanto. It genuinely is a brilliant use of sort of the new stars and the old ones. Entering the hold, let's shuttle at 1,000 foot per minute. So the limit in UTC, 2008, 4.8 tons of fuel. That's not quite right.
Cathay 73, descent level 110.
Descent level 110, Cathay 73.
Alright, so just because we are holding, I think it's wise to know.
Airport 188 on radar, your identified on squawk 7442, clear Sierra 7 Alpha arrival.
Squawk 7442 and clear for Sierra 7 Alpha arrival, Airport 188.
Airport 188, descent to reach 9,000 feet by Murray, QNH 100.
Descend to 9,000 feet by Murray and QNH 1010, Airport 188.
Alright, bingo fuel is 6.9, and that takes us to, that doesn't sound right, does it? Yeah, apparently it is. Final reserve plus alternate, 6.9 to go to Guangzhou. I think we'll call it at 8, hey, because I don't know, I mean, I've never really diverted an MD-11 before. I don't know what to expect. Actually no, that Cape Town was a bit of a diversion, wasn't it? But it wasn't like a fuel critical diversion. It was more time critical, and we had plenty of fuel on arrival as well. So yesterday we were at 9,000 feet, all 3 engines running, and we were burning about 4 tons per hour each engine, so 12 tons per hour. It was actually quite a lot of fuel. Alright, so you can see that she's not quite compensating for the wind. You see, she's drawn a perfect picture, but she hasn't changed her her turn radius to match the hold. Let's see why that is. Did I not tell you what speed you're gonna be at? Speed 265? Who told you speed 265? That's quite fast.
Cathay 73, contact approach 198.1.
19.1, Cathay 73.
She's not going to be she won't be able to hold at 265 knots, no way. Let's go put 210 knots, ma'am. That should help you recalculate. Well, I knew it was going to be a sunset arrival. I just didn't realize the sun would set that far before the arrival. Hong Kong radar VARIG 828 request.
Go ahead.
We're looking for an estimated approach time or a number in sequence, VARIG 828.
Okay, to the next cancel the hold, landing 300.
Sorry, say again for VARIG 828 heavy.
828 get to in now, cancel the hold, turn right heading 300.
Oh, thank you. Turn right heading 300, VARIG 828 heavy. So, cancel the hold. Heading 300, so I'll let that turn carry on. Heading 300. How do I exit? There it is. You can resume the hold if required, but at the moment we are exiting. Heading 300, it looks like some sort of delay vector is. Previous speed was 230. I'll keep 210 knots until we're now turning back in, at which point I'll speed up again as they resequence us.
Radar to transfer the 16 lights, direct to the cancel and descend flat 270, speed 230. Descend flat 210 to transfer the 15.
F1 contact director 119 days for flight.
Over director 119 F1
That's probably going to be us next one.
828 have like 360 and increase your rate defense is on level 110.
Right heading 360 and we'll increase the rate, descend level 110, VARIG 828. Heading 360. Increase speed 230 knots, VARIG 828. Okay, 1000. Let's give him open descent now to maintain a speed of 230 knots. And she should dive for it. She's diving a bit much here. I mean, look at the rate of descent there. Yo. 6.2, 6,200 foot per minute. That is an insane rate of descent. We got distracted. Let's get back to it. 119.5 is going to be the frequency for Hong Kong director.
This one 3955 hold at cancel, inbound code 048, right hand hold 10 miles away.
Hold at cancel and inbound code is 048, right turn, and what is the next time?
10 miles.
10 miles, roger, transfer the 15.
828 have like an 050.
Right turn heading 050, VARIG 828 heavy. 050 heading is set and needs to be pulled, heading 050. Importance of reading your FMA, ladies and gents. This is very nice.
So the being 987, Hong Kong radar is on the follow 140.
Descent to 140, this is at 87.
Auto brakes medium has been selected. And as we go through flight level 150, I'll go ahead and set, actually, you know what, it doesn't make too much of a difference. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelt signs on. Wow, it's a lot of lights.
Response 3959, descent level 160.
Descent level 160, departure in Africa.
Citizen 987, radar access for sequence, contact setting 270.
That's 270, this is at 87.
Okay, great, contact approach 119 at 841, good day.
Approach 119 or 1, Farigate 28, goodbye. Things I have forgotten, again with the MD-11, part of the flow after departure was to set the flaps to 15. 119 or 1 for approach. And I'm gonna go ahead and set the...
Captain 991, frequency 119 at 45, please.
I'm gonna set flaps 15 here.
Challenger 1 time, like heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
This is the dialer flap.
Right channel 060, correct, approach 113, channel.
Cathay 423, time, like heading 360, speed 187 up. 360, 423.
Hong Kong VARIG 828 heavy information mic passing 132 for 1000.
Standby break Chinese 263, time, like heading...
My life story.
Right to land your Chinese.
American 312, for descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1010. Descent to 6,000 and QNH 1010, Sri Lanka 32 Alpha. Cathay 663, tower 11847, bye-bye. EU to break Lufthansa cargo in for descent level 110 and turn left heading 240.
Okay, let's go back to 1000 foot per minute.
Descending 110 left 240, Lufthansa cargo 8.
Cathay 362, contact radar 133, decimal 825, bye-bye.
13825, thanks, Cathay 360, goodbye.
Cathay 731, descent level 110. Cathay 731, expect IGS 13, descent level 110.
110, expect IGS 13, yeah, very well.
Direct 828 approach, expect IGS approach runway 13.
IGS runway 13 VARIG 828, thank you.
Chinese 263, speed 230 knots.
Speed 230 knots, Chinese.
Bangkok, good evening, Expo Cargo 174, 14000. Expo Cargo 174, approach, low descent level 110.
I feel like the lights are really bright, let's turn it down a notch.
Cathay 738, speed 187 knots, descent 4500 feet.
I gotta say I'm not a huge fan of how they're right under the fuel switches. Makes me a bit nervous.
Cathay 423, descent 4500 feet.
Get all these brightnesses.
Speed 180 knots until the Atlanta Tower 118 bye-bye.
180 knots into Schumacher 180.7 bye-bye.
Cathay 423, turn right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13, descent 4500 feet to intercept. 060, clear, IGS approach 13,
Alright, that's center line.
Turn right heading 360.
Turn right heading 360, Cathay 73.
Sri Lankan 312, turn right heading 325, descent 4500 feet. 325 and descent 4500 feet, Sri Lanka 312. Farigate 28, descent turn 6000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend 6000 feet, QNH 1010, VARIG 828 heavy.
FedEx 1.5, unrestricted, level 140.
6000. QNH 110.
Cathay 905, maintaining 7,000.
1010.
Identified climb unrestricted, flight of 140.
Unrestricted climb flight level 140, Cathay 9.
FedEx 11 speed 280 knots when able. FedEx 11 speed 280 knots when able.
Incredible job they're doing here. Wow. For
Cool. FedEx 11 Hong Kong. FedEx 11 able, speed 280 knots.
Speed 280 knots.
Tracking 312 for turn right, heading 360, speed 180 knots. 360, speed 180 knots, showing Cathay Alpha. Cathay 738, turn right, heading 060, clear IGS approach drive 13.
Turn right heading 060, clear IGS 13, Cathay 738.
Cathay 738, clear destination, the aircraft in front just disconnected. If they come back, they might get in the way. I'll try to.
No problem, take it forward.
landing lights on.
Approach showing Cathay Alpha, you want me heading 360.
I get the impression we're going to fly behind this guy here.
Showing Cathay Alpha. Traction 3 Alpha 8, heading 360. 360, Alpha. VARIG to a turn left, heading 360, and descend 4,500 feet.
Left turn heading 360, descend 4,500 feet, VARIG 828 heavy. 360, 4, 5.
Cathay 731, first station turn left, heading 250, descend to 9,000 feet, heading 1010.
Down in 9,000, I get heading for Cathay 731.
Heading 250.
250.
Left hand Chicago 8844, turn right, heading 360, descend to 9,000 feet, heading 1010.
Left hand Chicago 8844, right, heading 260, descend 9,000 feet, 1010.
Gonna put myself direct to Charlie Hotel.
You've disconnected from the network on my screen. Can you try and reconnect?
Approach on 813, heading 265.
That's on 813 Hong Kong approach, roger, expect IGS 13.
Expect IGS 13 on 183.
Okay, so
Cathay
now
423, take care, see you now. 116 up until the other marker, tower 11847, bye-bye. 116 up until the other marker, tower 11847.
can intercept Charlie Hotel outbound for 7 minutes.
Alpha turn right, heading 060, clear IGS approach, runway 13. 060, clear IGS approach for 130, Shanghai 312. Chinese 263, turn right, heading 360, speed 180 knots.
Right, 260, speed 180,
Standby brake VARIG 828, turn left heading 300.
Left heading 300, VARIG 828 heavy. Get that turn going, heading 300 set.
Cathay 738, speed 180 up until the aftermarket, contact tower 11847, bye-bye.
182, aftermarker, tower 11847.
Let's do 500 foot per minute.
Chinese 263, 4,500 feet. 11813, descent level 110.
5 level 110,
FedEx 11 contact radar 133.25, FedEx 11 contact radar 133.25, bye-bye.
163.25.
Direct to Golf on a
Cathay
course.
905, thank you, contact radar 133.25, bye-bye.
133.25, Cathay 905.
Left hand Chicago 8844, descend to 8,000 feet.
Descend SL, cargo 8844.
Coverage, good evening, Sichuan 3959, plan 110.
Sichuan 3959 Hong Kong approach, roger, descend to 9,000 feet, QH 1010.
Descend to 9,000 feet, French 111, Sichuan 3959.
Extra cargo 174, turn left heading 250 for spacing, descent to 9,000 feet, QNH 1010.
QNH 1010, descend 9,000, left heading 250, Tiger 124.
Channel 263, turn right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Just 07, IGS 13,
VARIG X-ray, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, VARIG 828 heavy. Alright, flaps 1.
Left hand to cargo
That's first set of flaps.
again heading 250 and when able speed 180 knots.
This doesn't work anymore.
Whenever speed 180 knots, it's going to take a good heading again, cargo radius.
Left hand heading 250 please.
Left to 5, cargo radius.
Approach Tango 32 Alpha Cannon, crest speed 170. The track can 3 cars for X-ray to 170 until the Alpha marker. Just confirm you're established. Yep, we're established for IGS.
Let's go for config.
Okay, you're quite far to the left on my screen. If you can, you clear the visual approach, but contact tower 118.7. Bye-bye. 118.7, Shark 32 Alpha.
Attention, 1 week maintain 5,000.
Shenzhen 1 Roger, why are you planning to maintain runway heading, please?
Roger, maintain runway heading Shenzhen 1.
Southwest cargo 8844, descent 4,500 feet.
Descent 4,500, cargo radius.
Approach, good evening, Cafe 251 Tango, passing 1,900, Echo 1 Alpha.
Cafe 251 Tango, Hong Kong, approach, Roger. Maintain 7,000 feet.
Maintain 7,000, Cafe 251 Tango.
Cafe 251 Tango, you're identified. VARIG 828, turn right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Right heading 060, cleared IGS, runway 13. VARIG 828.
1 turn right heading 330, descent 4,500 feet.
Did I get vertical speed adjust?
4,500, Cafe
060 4500, cleared the IGS approach. Direct to Delta 15, the intercept on course 088.
Cafe 263, this is your approach frequency, contact tower, please, 118.7.
Fantastic, and we can delete all of these. We don't need Sierra Lima. We don't need Golf. And after that we have outer marker, which is correct. Fantastic.
Southwest cargo 8844, turn right heading 360.
Right, 364, cargo radius.
Alright, from here is where we hope for the best.
731, speed 180 knots.
190, Cafe 731.
And let's see how she plays out. Clear for the IGS.
263, contact tower, 118.7.
Land armed.
187,
Extra cargo 174, turn right heading 280, descent to 6,000 feet.
6,000 feet, right heading 280, right, taking cargo 174.
Okay, now we're more interested in what's going to happen for the missed approach 1155. Course 136.
Cafe 251 Tango, climb unrestricted flight
On the lock.
6,900 meters.
Climb unrestricted, 6,900 meters, Cafe
088 set.
251 Tango.
Shenzhen at 1 turn right heading 270.
In fact, I might set this for the missed 136 as we get lower. For now, 088 is fine.
4 turn right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Right, 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13. Lufthansa cargo radius.
VARIG 828, speed 180 knots until the alpha marker.
Speed 180 until the outer marker, VARIG 828 heavy.
Cafe 731, turn right heading 010, descent to 4,500 feet.
Right, 010, down to 4,500.
Okay, we got the
Extra cargo 174, speed 180 knots, further right turn heading 310.
glide slope Missed approach is
4,507.
4,507.
Nothing. Can you confirm that Pacific Blue Tiger 174? Extra 174 to 6,000.
Okay, let's get some additional drag in. Gear down.
Pacific Tiger 174. On a 1813, descent to 6,000 feet, crash descent to 9,000 feet, direct 1010.
I'll take flaps 28.
Approach, Shanghai 32 Alpha, missed approach, flying at 5,000 and heading 140.
Sorry, I don't know why that setting takes the gear back up. How do I arm it? There we go, speed brake's on now. Ooh.
Right, 32 Lima, passing 2,000.
Hong Kong approach, VARIG 828 established, IGS 13. Locked.
Trying to creep past the turn right heading 180 for space, please. 180 for space, 32 Alpha. Sichuan 3 out of 5 out of turn right heading 290, descent to 4,500 feet.
Roger, 290, descent 4,500 feet, transfer
32 Lima, passing 3,000.
I'd feel a lot nicer if we were with the tower. VARIG 828, we request to reduce to final approach speed at this time.
Right, so you do it now, you contact Tower 118 for 10.12, bye-bye.
Tower 1187, VARIG 828, goodbye, thank you.
Chicago 174, turn right heading 3.
I knew I was forgotten. Flaps 35. Final approach speed 160 is good. Hong Kong Tower, VARIG 828 heavy on the IGS runway 13. Continue approach runway 13, VARIG 828 heavy. Alright guys, my worst nightmare is gonna come true. I'm gonna have to start flying manually soon, while at the same time having to get myself clear land. You see, there's hopefully this guy is gonna touch down very soon.
Contact Tower, good evening, speedbird 7.
Okay, I'll leave the auto thrust on. And let's just start flying her now.
So good evening, 15304 and the Q for 13. 15304 tower, it's going to
Okay, manual flight.
sorry, second, which one? It's going to be a 15-20 minute wait. That's covered, 15304. Okay, 263, contact approach 119 at small one.
Contact Tower, hello, this is Chicago 8844, IGS 13.
Two white, two red.
Continue, Chicago 8844.
Oh, what the hell? Can we fix it? Yes, we can. But still, no, actually, no. Go around. Flaps 28. Gear up. Tower VARIG 828 going around.
55,000.
Sure.
VARIG 828, fly runway heading 55,000.
Fly runway heading 5000, VARIG 828 heavy.
runway 1360.
Run 3 to the left, approaching radio protocol.
VARIG 828, approaching 191.
Approach runway 901, VARIG 828 heavy.
Can you repeat Alpha 9?
We will try to get 9 approaching radio protocol.
5000 feet runway heading. This can go hold. And let's accelerate 200 knots. Okay, good. 11901.
I got 164.
So the reason for the go around was no landing clearance received, and also that was a bit messy. So let's jet. Approach VARIG 828, 4,500 for 5,000 runway heading.
VARIG 828, turn right heading 250, climb to 7,000 feet.
Right heading 250, climb 7,000 feet, VARIG 828. $7,000.
Turning 263, if I just give you radar access holding, would that be okay? Because if you want to hold at a waypoint, you have to climb to at least flight level 140.
I'll need to leave for maybe around 5:30 to turn going to hold.
Okay, in that case, stand by break. Exit flight 174, contact tower 118.7, bye-bye.
L118, Sky going to 4.
Alright, let's reload that approach.
13, turn right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Right 060, cleared IGS 13,
Shenzhen at 1 speed 180 knots, descent 4,500 feet.
Speed 180, descent 4,400 feet, Shenzhen 1. Run 3959, heavy dash IRTS 1112.
Okay, let's get the flaps up now. Speed 230.
Sichuan 3959, speed 180 knots until the aftermarket, tower 118.7, bye-bye.
On speed 180 knots on your aftermarket, motor runway is 17,
Challenge 263, contact radar 133.825, those are the hold for you.
Okay, so new information. We need to make that turn a little bit earlier. And yeah, I think that's the best thing to do.
Shenzhen at 1 turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, Shenzhen 1.
VARIG 828, turn right heading 280, descent to 6,000 feet.
Right heading 280, descent 6,000 feet, VARIG 828 heavy.
VARIG 987, descent to 8,000 feet, QH 1010.
6,000.
Speedbird 320, make contact, tower 118, pressure contact. Sorry, what am I saying? 182,
I'll be really doing something wrong if I needed to speak to Tara at this point, but thanks for your help. Great, man.
See you. Telephone 813 until the aftermarket tower 118.7, bye-bye.
180 is the hot marker, 197 now, 183, thanks, yep.
Shenzhen at 110, right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Heading 060, IGS approach on 13, Channel 1.
Really nicely done.
Sure, 312 for turn right, heading 330, descent 4,500 feet. 330 and descent 4,500 feet, like a 30 Alpha.
So started that turn a little bit too late, because I felt like I was still over the lights.
3,000, further right turn heading 360, actually, and speed 180. 360, speed 180, Sri Lanka 30 Alpha.
So the Sri Lankan ahead went around as well.
7355, expect IGS approach runway 13% to 8,000 feet, QNH 1011. All station speed, QNH 1011.
QNH 1011, new stations, 1011 set.
VARIG MD-11, descent to 4,500 feet, speed 180 knots.
Descent 4,500, speed 180 knots, VARIG 828 heavy.
Shanking 312 for turn right, heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Flaps.
060, cleared IGS approach for 13, Shanka 32 Alpha.
Hong Kong approach, good evening, China Club 355, level 110 with information flight.
Chester 355, Hotel approach, hello, expect IGS approach runway 13, descent to 8,000 feet, QNH 1011.
QNH 1011, descent 8,000, expecting IGS 13, China Club 355.
Shenzhen Airways, coverage.
Shenzhen 1 Roger, contact Tower 118.7, speed 180 knots until the aftermarket.
180 into Earth contact 180.7, Shenzhen Airways.
Sorry, you caught me daydreaming there.
Approach runway 06 and bar, for departure, climbing 1,000 feet.
Standby break VARIG 828, turn right, heading 360.
Right heading 360, VARIG 828 heavy.
Current at 2006, open departure, identified climb.
360.
Correction, climb to 7,000 feet initially.
Climbing 7,000 feet, current active 06.
Shenzhen 355, turn left heading 300, there will be a departure gap in front of you.
There's a new Hong Kong gap.
355, turn left heading 310.
Telephone 310, sir, looking at China Club 355.
Philippines 987, descent to 4,500 feet.
4,500 feet, is 980.
Flight 330, you can't just slow down, you're maintaining 180 knots until the aftermarket, please. Sorry, just the same having relationships, I just shut down the plane, just trying to sort that out, sorry. Roger.
Hoffman approach, good evening, Cafe 550, flight number 164, speed 250, heading 270, inbound, Bangkok, Cruiser.
Cafe 550, going approach, hello, expect IGS approach runway 13, descent level 110.
IGS 13, flight level 110.
Right, 828, right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Right heading 080, cleared IGS runway 13, VARIG 828.
87, turn right heading 360, speed 180 knots.
I'm just going to do
Right
050.
360, speed 180, Philippines 3980.
Shank 312, so you're way up to the left again, are you able to continue? Yeah, I'm just trying to correct now. Shank 312. Shank 312, roger, contact time of 18.7, that's a bike.
Okay, clear for the IGS, we're on the approach mode again.
Thanks very much. You're welcome.
Copy 190, flight level 110.
Cafe 192, we have approach, hello, expect IGS approach runway 13, descend flight level 110.
Expecting the IGS 13 and flight level 110, copy 190.
Set the runway heading 131. VARIG 828 establish localizer IGS 13.
VARIG 828, roger.
Alright, that's the runway heading set. Mr. Approach is set as well. We're doing speed 1. We're doing 180.
87, turn right heading 060, cleared IGS approach runway 13.
Right 060, clear IGS 13, Philippines 87.
We're catching up to this guy.
Approach on 183,
South 813 Hong Kong.
Okay, let's drop the gear.
Approach Roger. Slot 57,000 feet. Correct, slot 5,000 feet, please.
Roger, real stop time 5,000,
Currently line 2006, type number straight to level 140.
Flaps 15.
Flight level 140, currently level 2006.
Sorry, 180 knots until the outer marker, contact tower 118.7, good night.
180 to the outer marker, 118.7, VARIG 828. Goodbye.
Correction, Channel 35 to Alpha, 721 knots from runway 13, you're clear to land. Clear to land, runway 13, on to 3 to Alpha.
Tower VARIG 828 heavy, 8 miles on the IGS runway 13.
Station calling second, company call high.
Victor Romeo Golf, VARIG 828.
Victor Romeo Golf 88, on caution contact tower union, continue approach runway 13.
Continue approach runway 13, Victor Romeo Golf 828. .180 to the outer marker is brave.
Heading 0 behind the landing, 8 reach for a key, line up and wait runway 13.
So another notch of landing flaps. There's the outer marker, and we'll set the final approach speed now. 160, 154 knots. Approach speed is 155, okay. That's right at the edge of that. I don't like it. For the turn, I'll need some additional energy. We'll do 160. Everything is looking good.
Tower, United 680. United 680, correct tower. Shanghai 32 Alpha Express 18 and turn left on Bravo 1. Sorry, can you repeat the instructions?
Oh my god. Come on.
Shanghai 32 Alpha Express 18 and left turn to Bravo 1 after 15. Vacate and left turn to Bravo 1, Shanghai 32 Alpha. Shanghai 0, wing is now 120, 8 knots runway 13, you're
Minor
limited
flight. We'll aim for the checkerboard. Make some additional space.
121.6 today. 121.6, Slanka 32 Alpha, thanks, ready to. Hotel Romeo Golf 88, accept lead at 3.
VARIG 828.
Hotel Romeo Golf 88, sort of wind now 120 grade at 80. Not runway 13, you're clear to land.
Clear land runway 13, VARIG 828 heavy. Alright, second time around, better. A little bit red on the puppies, but we'll sort that out now. 6 knots faster than the approach speed.
Your contact approach on Lima decimal 1.
Alright, full reverse, here we go. Touchdown Hong Kong. Manual braking.
Hotel Romeo Golf 88, want to halfway on use pressure weather contact. After vacate, left turn Bravo 1.
Vacate thereafter left turn Bravo 1, VARIG 828 heavy. Whew. Okay, so lessons learned. Don't do 180 to the outer marker. It's great for the event, but for the life of me, I can't get it. I can't sort it out. Oh my god, and I didn't record it.
Cafe 909 behind the Philippine A321 landed via Alpha 1, line up runway 13.
Behind right, Philippine A321 by Alpha 1 and runway 13 behind Continental 9.
Hotel Romeo Golf 88, contact ground 121.6, have a good night.
121.6 for ground, VARIG 828, goodbye. Okay, got a lot of things to do. Let me just get that done with first, and we'll switch to ground shortly. So it turns out we got a lot of TCAS alerts. I'm not sure why, but we did get them. And I was not imagining the alert. I thought, oh no, I was imagining someone else is getting it and transmitting, but no, it was me. Let's go here and turn this off. And we got a lot of lights to turn off as well.
Contact Tower, good evening, Charlie 355, IGS 13.
Charlie 355, contact tower, good evening.
Okay. Ground is 1216.
Charlie 355, runway 13, come here, approach.
To the post 13, Charlie 355.
Philippine 987, expedite vacate at Manchester, Bravo 1.
Expedite Bravo 1, Philippine 8.
Cafe 909, we need now 120 degree at 8 knots, runway 13, you're clear for takeoff, no DD.
Hui! That explains why the plane was dipping, my bad. So we need 2 pilots. Aerodrome chart, fantastic. Hong Kong ground, sorry, Kai Tak ground, VARIG 828 on Bravo 1 northbound.
Okay, so taxi Bravo 5, Bravo 4, starting 7.
Bravo 1, sorry, you gotta say that again for VARIG 828?
Very
Navigator, taxi Bravo 1, Bravo 5, Bravo 4 to stand 72.
Okay, Bravo 1, Bravo 5, thereafter Bravo 4 for stand 72. VARIG 828 heavy. So we're parked on the south apron, so that's where we're gonna go park somewhere there. So I guess they don't want us.
The cargo apron on Bravo 4.
Oh yeah, we found it, VARIG 828, thank you.
No problem.
Any chance we could get closer to the terminal? A remote stand would be fine as well.
And then I see Charlie 1, Delta 2, stand 20.
Charlie 1, Delta 3, stand 20. VARIG 828, thanks very much.
Philippine 987 on Bravo 1.
Philippine 987, taxi.
Charlie 20, good.
Bravo 1, Delta 1, stand 30.
Bravo 1 Delta 1 stand 30, Philippine 987, thank you.
That's where we're going. I'm a little bit disappointed I didn't record that, but I think that turn was pretty good. And I had to open it out of the IGS a little bit more so we get some more space to turn and correct the path a little bit. What's the first thing we do when we hit Hong Kong this time of night? Is it a weekend? Yes, it is. We go to Lang Kai Fong. LKF, Lang Kai Fong. Highly recommend. Charlie 1 all the way until Delta 3. Alright, since there's going to be no replay, we can shut down engine number 2. Let's get the APU started.
Attack ground, good evening. Channel Top 355, Bravo 1, just approaching holding point Delta.
Join South 355, Southern 355, taxi Bravo 1, Charlie 1, Delta 3, stand number 4.
Bravo 1, Charlie 1, stand, correction, Bravo 1, Charlie 1, Delta 3, stand 4, Channel Top 355.
Alright, that's a stand.
During the Sunday, I want to give way to the British Airways 747 London side.
Wait, Jumbo for 71.
But at least this time around we had no failures, which is good. Right, approaching stand 20. All the lights can go off. There is the mashallah. I think, oops, we need a little bit more power. Very nice. Maybe that's a bit too much power. Cool, the other engine can help out now.
118.1, contact Tower
118.4. Confirm decimal 4 for drinks and their
apologies, 118.7.
118.7, thank you. 7015.
I don't think I have a profile. No, it's off the center line. Chill, dog, chill. I think I'm here. Anyway, it's good enough. Parking brake set. APU's on and available. Let me just reset the trim before I shut down the engines. 3 units. Engine shut. Beacon lights can go off, seatbelts off, and since it's the 90s, y'all can start smoking. APU is going on. And let's get some services. Let's get the GPU and the shocks set. Shocks are in place, brakes released. GPU is available. Uno, dos. We can turn off the APU power. APU off, hopefully. Alright, that's it. That's our work done. Had a great time into Hong Kong and a go around. Partly pilot proficiency is a good way to put it, and I'm also going to say partly that we didn't get that clearance. I think if I got that clearance a touch earlier, I might have managed to wrestle it a little bit better. The second time around was also you know, a little bit late. I had to do some weird movements with my hand. One here answered for the PTT was messy. But I do think that touchdown was a little bit nicer. Event was well coordinated. I would have liked a little bit more holding perhaps, and a little bit less last minute late landing clearance. So when I was told expect late landing clearance, I'm like, man, that's this becomes a 2-pilot job, and I think it's a little bit more important that we realize that we are just one pilot. So that brings the story, the end of VARIG 828. She left home on the 20th early in the morning, and she flew from Rio to Sao Paulo, Sao Paulo to Joburg, which didn't quite happen. We actually ended up diverting to Cape Town, but in the interest of keeping the lore going, it was Guarulhos to Johannesburg, Johannesburg to Bangkok, Don Mueang, and you watched that last leg, the arrival from Don Mueang into Hong Kong Kai Tak. Had a go around here as well, which was nice. Didn't have a go around in Cape Town, but we did have a fire and an eventual cabin depressurization, so all of that was pretty cool. We had a good time with the MD-11, and I'm really going to be fond of it, so we'll do a few more retro flights as the days pass along. For now, guys, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for joining the stream. We hope you had a wonderful time, and we'll catch you all the next time I'm on stream. I hope you enjoy the landing into Hong Kong Kai Tak, and we'll see you. Take care, folks. Arrivederci. Oh no, how do they say bye in Portuguese? I do not know. But até já. Obrigado.